Hello there and welcome to ADcraft. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build this fantastic little castle in your world. There's a number of different variations as well that you can build of this to put it anywhere in your world and make it fit in perfectly. And there is also a full interior for this build, so make sure that you watch the end of the video to check that out. But now let's get on with the build. Here's the materials for the build. Make sure you pause the video and collect everything you need to get going. Here's the floor plan. I've marked it out in wool to show you where to put the different blocks, and I have marked on the dimensions here. You obviously don't need to build it in wool, but do take down these dimensions and make sure that you lay your floor plan out in the same way. The first thing we're going to do is take our stone bricks and come to each of these red sections, so the front tower and the back tower, and we're going to fill these in, and each of these walls is going to come up to a total of 9 blocks high. Next, cover the entire thing with a layer of oak slabs, including the hole in the middle, right the way across on both of the towers. At the top for each of the towers, we're now going to place, and we'll do this on all of the 4 sides and on both the towers, 2 upside down stairs at each side here. Then we will place a full block on top with an upside down stair in between. Then on the corner here we'll place a full block either side just against the oak slabs with another full block on top. And then we'll place a stair facing that way that's the right way up, and that will go all the way around the 2 towers. With those done, we're going to come inside the build now, and the 2 opposite corners of these towers we are going to knock out 4 blocks on either side, and then we're going to place ourselves a nice little archway so we can get into the towers and do the same over here. We're going to add some extra floors into these now, and we're going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then at the top of the 5th block we're going to place our extra floor going right the way across, and that's going to be on both of the towers, of course. Next, the ladders so we can get up and down, and the first one, the right hand side one, we're going to place the ladders in the back right corner, and we're going to knock out the floors where we need to bring us right the way up to the top and knock our way out here. And then in the back tower we're going into this back corner, the furthest one, and we're going to come down here and put our ladders going right the way up this wall. Next, we're building the roof on the back tower, and we're going to need some temporary blocks for this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to make all of these 8 as full blocks, and then coming to one side we will then build up with an oak plank, a dark oak plank and a dark oak stair on top. We'll have an oak slab in between, dark oak slab again even, and then a stair like so. Then we'll place our temporary block. Either side of that temporary block we will fill in a dark oak plank again, and then we'll have a dark oak plank on top with a stair like so. So when we do the same on this side, you'll see that it links up. We've got the stairs there, we've got the plank, we've got the stair here, then with this dirt in the right place and the dark oak here, it then brings it all into the same point of this tower. So we'll do this all the way around. On each of these corner ones we'll also place an additional slab, and then we get to this center bit here, we will place 1, 2, 3 of the dark oak blocks here. So once that's filled in, I'll show you what it looks like. Here's that finished roof, and now we're going to move to the magenta section down here. Now these green blocks are where we're going to place the pillars, and these are going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4 of these stripped spruce blocks high all the way round. And once we've done all of those, we're going to fill in all of the sides to the same height using some cobblestone like this. And then on the 2 sides at the ends, so the 2 short sides, we're going to take it up to the same level as this. Then we're going to add an additional triangle, so we've got a roof that can go on top. So it's going to be 4 high at the sides, and then with this extra peak in the middle. Now we're going to build the gate into the build between this tower and this building, and the first thing we're going to do is bring these up to the same level as the spruce, the stripped spruce that we've got there at the 2 sides. Then we're going to have a block here and a block here, and a block here and a block here on top, and connect these up with some walls like so. On top of this we're going to place a single block at this end, and then next to that we're going to run a line of the oak slabs going right the way across. Underneath this we'll place a single oak slab here either side, so we're making an archway here. We'll add the portcullis, which is going to be the dark oak fences going across like so, And then in front of this, on the front and also on the back, we will add a slab like this. Now on this side, on the front side, we will just add an additional stair on this side, and then we'll add stairs every other block all the way across on the back side as well. Now we're going to do the same pattern that we've done on the top with a full block on top of each of these. And then we're going to add some upside down stairs in between. If I can click in the right places, here we go. So we'll do that at the front and at the back. And the last step to do is a right way up stair on top of each of the upside down stairs. And then we've got this walkway which will lead from this building out so that people can get onto the battlements. Now to connect up the other tower, we're going to do a very similar thing. So first of all, we're going to bring this wall up to a total of 4 high to match up with the extra building. Then this time we're going to place 3 of the stone bricks here, and we're going to place our slabs here. What we're then going to do is take our upside down stairs and go here and here next to the wall and next to the building with our full blocks on top like so. In between these, we'll place our upside down stairs. And then we're going to place our right way upstairs on both of these sides, but we're also going to place a right way up stair on either side here like this. We're now going to add the roof to this building, and we're going to start by placing some stripped spruce going right the way across in between like this. On top of that stripped spruce, we are going to place ourselves a line of the dark oak slabs going right the way across the build, and we're going to go out 1 extra block each side. Underneath this block, we're going to place an upside down stair just like this. And this is going to be how far the roof's going to extend. Now we're just going to step down with some additional stairs going right the way across the front here, up to and including this bit. Then the next line coming across from here, so it ties into the wall, and one final line coming through at this level just beneath the roof line and coming across to this point in the build. So as you can see, it ties into the battlements. We'll do the same on the other side here quickly, and that is going to be running the stairs going across like this, obviously fewer stairs, and bring this in so it ties in. The last 2 little details that we're going to do are at both of the sides underneath. We're going to have an upside down stair here and here, and I've missed 1 extra set of stairs that just go there. And we're going to do the same inside this build as well. So we'll bring out the extra stairs there and bring these ones in like so. To the cyan section at the back now, we are going to build all of this right the way across and round. And this is going to be first of all built to 4 blocks high. We're also going to build the pink sections that connect this up to the 2 towers up to the same height. So all of this is going to come up to 4 blocks total. Now that those walls are built, we're going to add a little mezzanine floor in here, and we're going to have 3 upside down stairs. They're going to be 1 block down, and then we're going to have 2 of the slabs, and these are oak slabs out just like this. Up the side here, we will run some ladders so we can get up to this next level. On the outside of the wall, we're going to start placing some upside down stairs. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going across this way on the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going across this way, 1 on the corner here, and 1 just on the corner here. On top of each of these, we're going to do exactly what we've done before and place some full blocks right the way round. And then in between, we're going to place some upside down stairs like so. So these upside down stairs are going to go right the way round and fill in these different gaps. Then with this here, what we are going to do is add just an additional full block. On the inside of the build, we're going to start with an oak slab here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oak slabs, bringing us level with this wall on this side. Then we're going to have an upside down stone brick stair here and here, and then we're going to have 1 underneath the oak slab and 1 on this very corner block here. Next, we take the stone bricks out again, and we run the bricks up to this point and fill in that. So we've just got this little teeny tiny hole in here, and then we'll place 1, 2, and 3 of them there. On this side, however, because we've got more space, we can use the upside down stairs like this. Now to add some stairs, the first one is going to be a right way up stair facing that way. Then we're going to place 1, 2, 3 on top of the stairs that we've got on the inside here. Then we're going to place 2 on these blocks to mirror those, And now we're going to actually change the direction. We're still going to place right way upstairs, but we're going to place them facing into the build on the remainder of these blocks. In between each of these blocks, we're going to place 2 full blocks, like so. And on each of these full blocks, we're going to come inside and place a stair going outwards, just like this. And that's going to go onto those blocks there. The final touch that we're going to do on this stage is we're going to add an upside down stair in between each of these full blocks to add a little bit more detailing to the outside of the build. And this one's a little bit tricky to place. If we can just click in the right place, there we go. Now we are going to make sure that we can place some lanterns in the future. So we're going to place a slab just here, and then coming down a full block, we're going to place a slab here, and that'll allow us to put a lantern on top at the end and a lantern dangling down. So that's one up here, and then the equivalent of a full block here with a slab here. So I just noticed I added one too many stairs on the end on this side. It should mirror the same as that side. So first thing we're going to do now is we're going to build the step up that is going to hold the roof, and that is going to be, we're going to leave 2 blocks here and then place 2 blocks and do the same there and 2 blocks. Then this is going to be a 2 high wall that's going to come right the way across the build, just like so, into this corner and up. And that's going to give us the step that we need in order to start placing these oak slabs. And these oak slabs are going to come across right the way from here to this point. Then we're going to go with a set of the dark oak slabs on top. Then at either end we'll place a full block to fill in this gap to allow us to then place the slabs going across like so. Slabs on top for this layer, and just bring those across from both sides. And the final layers are a line of full blocks just beneath here, and then one final layer of slabs. And what this allows is that even though this is a roof, if you are on top of your build, you can actually still come up here and still see out through all of the things. So if anybody's attacking you, if you've got a raid or anything, you can still defend yourself. With the structure in place, we're going to add some detailing now and some windows. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take some spruce stairs, and wherever there's a yellow block, we're going to use these as some supports for the pillars that go round. Whilst we're inside, we're also going to knock out a doorway, which is going to be 3 high with an andesite lintel. Then on this side, we're going to knock out a window that's going to go here, just at this edge, again with some dark oak fences in there as a nice window, and then add in these buttresses on here and add in another window opposite the doorway like so. Now to add some passageways from this edge into this main building. So we're going to start at the bottom here and go 1, 2, 3, 4 on each of these. At the top this time we're going to use a polished andesite, and we're going to place an oak slab at the bottom here, and I'll just show you that from this side as well. So we'll take out 3 and 4 blocks with a slab there and a polished andesite in for the lintel on this doorway, which allows you to move in and out. So do the same for the other tower as well. Inside the build for this back section, we're going to knock out 3 high, there's going to be 2 across, and we're going to place a polished andesite here. We're going to move along and knock out 2 here and 2 here with a lintel for both of those, and a dark oak fence in there. We're going to add a spruce door here. We're also going to add a spruce door here for this section. Now for each of these purple blocks, we're going to place a buttress going into the wall. So we've got these ones coming into the towers themselves, and then into the back of the build on the 2 corners and the corner here, and then back into the tower on this side as well. So once we've done those on the purple blocks, we're going to add some windows. So we're going to come up one block, knock out 2 windows, and then add a lintel there. We're going to come up an extra block and knock this out, and this time we're going to place a wall. Then we're going to come up 1 more block and knock out 2 and place a lintel. And in all of these window holes we will place a dark oak fence. So do that on this tower on both these sides, and then the back 2 sides on the other tower as well. Where this magenta wool is, we're going to build ourselves a little well, and we're going to start by doing that by digging out with this magenta wool. And you can dig this down as deep as you like. I'll just go down 3 or 4 blocks. And like I say, this can be as deep as you want. You could even use this as your mine entrance if you wanted. Once you've got to the top there, we're going to place a cobblestone on each of the 4 corners. We're going to place 3 walls going around like this with a fence gate on this side to allow us in if we need to. On top of that, we're going to place 1 and then 2 of the fences, and these are spruce fences on this side. And then we're going to start doing the roof. And the roof, we will need some temporary blocks. So what I'll do is place these here. I'll use the cobble as some temporary blocks. And what we'll do is we'll use the cobble to bring ourselves out into the middle. And we'll place 1 spruce on top of there. And then we'll surround this cobblestone with these spruce slabs. And when we take out that cobble, that gives us a lovely little roof. And we can run a chain then going down into the well. I've now been around the build and added some block variation onto all of the flat surfaces. So for the stone brick, the things that I've used are the mossy stone brick, the cracked stone brick, and the andesite. You could also use the chiseled if you liked. And then for the cobblestone, I've used gravel in there. And then for all of the roofs, I've put some spruce in with the dark oak just to mix things up a bit. The other thing that I've done is I've added a hopper as a bucket and just added some polished andesite and a mixture of that and some path blocks into the interior of this area to make it more of a courtyard. And you can use as much of this as you like, and you could use all polished andesite if you liked, or just, like I say, a mixture of the two. And in the same way, mixing the blocks up on the side is entirely up to you how much you do of that around your build. Now, to show you how to do the flag on top of the build, we're going to start by placing 3 dark oak fences. Next to that, we're going to place a red wool facing towards the middle of the build. Diagonally from that, we'll place another red wool, and then we'll come down here and we'll place a diagonal wool out this way like so. Now we're going to move to the white wool and place a white wool on top of each of these, and then come out diagonally to the front, and you'll see we'll have a lovely flag. Now the final details to the towers first and foremost, and the first thing we're going to do is underneath each of these little hanging bits, we're going to add ourselves a wall going all the way around, and obviously do the same to the other tower as well. Then at the same level that we've got the little wall inlay, we're going to add an extra wall coming round, and also on the inside like so. And then the final thing we're going to do is add another wall in between these buttresses just to round out the base of the castle itself. Now, it's entirely up to you if you do this, but what you can then do is you can use these to actually hang some of the lanterns coming down from these, and that gives a really nice lighting effect for you around your build, and also works very, very well for the interior and lighting up some of these walkways as well. So this kind of covers off quite a bit of the area that you have to be lit up. For this side building, we're also going to add ourselves some little lanterns hanging through from the corners, so do that all the way around your build. And on these windows, we're just going to add ourselves some spruce trapdoors as some shutters, and the ones just there as well. So add the lanterns round. You can also add a lantern on the corner here of your build, but what you'll need to do is add an extra little slab in order to do that. And if you want, you can do one at the other end which covers off any dark spots too for your build. Make sure everything is lit up nicely inside the base itself. Next, to add some colour with some banners. So firstly, we're going to add some white banners and then some red banners just over the top on the front, either side of the entranceway. Then we're going to add a number of red banners just around the edge on these areas of each of the towers. So do that on both the towers and all the way around. At the back of the build here, we're going to add some more banners from this point, and we're just going to alternate with the red and the white banners like so. And the last thing to do up here is we are going to place ourselves some lanterns on these corners at the top and at the bottom like this there. Now, the other thing to note is obviously if you're building this in survival, you might want to button some of the tops of the roofs here just to make sure there's no spawning spots. These are slabs. This roof is actually completely fine and spawn proof. However, what you might want to do is put a button here because that is a spawning spot and you don't want a creeper there. So just make sure you spawn proof your build, and there's other places as well that you might want to put some lanterns, and it's entirely up to you where you place them on the inside of your build. But now I'm going to add the interior and give you a very quick run through. Now the build's finished, you can see that I've done a little bit of terrain around here just to show it off a little bit better. And yeah, as we approach, it looks fantastic coming up through the walkway, and it's on its own little island here. This world will be available for download for members of my Discord, so please do head over there. And as we go inside, we'll go into the first little room. We'll see there's plenty of smelting space for everything, just lots and lots of storage in here as well, and a little table. Heading up the first of the towers, again we've got some more storage and a smoker in there. We've got another little table as we head out onto the battlements, and we get the first of many beautiful views that you get from this castle. And then heading up even higher, we get an even better view, and this one you can see all the way around into the terrain that we have right the way around the build. So let's just pop off here the quick way down. We've got our little horse in there, and then we've got the main sleeping area and main storage area. So the candles look fantastic in this little church, a bit of a visual bug there, but yeah, we've got all the storage that we could possibly need. And up here we've got a little sleeping area with some more candles. And the final thing that we have is a little blacksmithing section, and up to the main tower with just some crafting, some more battlements that you can access, and through to this top tower as well. So much more secure. Nice to have a look out of here when it's raining so you don't get your head wet. But yeah, that's the interior, and I'm really pleased with how it's gone. If you have enjoyed the build, please do make sure that you do let me know in the comments and leave a like, as I really appreciate that. There are some more versions of this build. So we have a snow-based Blackstone build, which is exactly the same and just shows you what you can do if you switch up the colour scheme. And then we have this beautiful white quartz nether version as well. And all of these are in the same world. The nether version is, there's just a nether portal very near the village, near this castle, and then the other Blackstone one's just on a hill nearby. So make sure you check those out. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you do subscribe, and as I say, let me know what you'd like to see in future tutorials as well. And all that's left to be said is thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time on ADcraft. Bye!